This is the 50th tutorial on my channel, and I'll be teaching Magna Carta by VARNAVAS. I'm going to break this tutorial into two parts. So basically I'm going to break the mechanics into two parts, and then I'll go into the detail on how to perform the mechanics collectively. Okay, so starting off with the first mechanics of the flourish, you'll need two cards, and leave the rest of the deck aside. Basically what you're going to be doing now with these two cards is you see this the joints over here. If you curl your fingers, they somewhat align. So what you're going to be doing is gripping the cards so that they are inserted in between all three of these joints like this, and place your thumb at the center right over here. So basically it's best you hold the cards facing toward yourself so that when you display, you get this display. Basically what I'm trying to teach you is how to get this 90-degree angle display that you might have seen in the flourish. Okay, so how you do this move is place your these two cards in between these three joints, the spacing here. Place your thumb right away from the center, but from in the center of this longer side, so right over here. Okay, and what you're actually doing here is using these three fingers, you're going to push these three fingers towards your palm like this, and at the same time the front portion skin of your right thumb is going to be contacting here. You're going to be pushing this upwards like this, and when you're pushing it upwards, you're going to continue moving your thumb and allow it to slightly rotate till here. So what you're doing is like this. Again, inside this these three joints collectively, your thumb here, and push this towards your palm and continue rotating this until you reach, like, you see this 90-degree angle. So from the top it looks like this, and from the back this is the grip. So from here to here. Now what you're going to be doing is practicing this same move but with two more cards, because in the flourish you might have seen it appears from both sides. So the same thing is with your left hand, placing it in between these three joints here, and in your right hand, and you're going to be doing this. So from the front it looks like this, from the back like this. Your thumb, you'll see that it's straight, pointing straight out like this. Okay, so that's the first part. And now combining it with the deck, this move you're going to be basically doing is, this is the continuing the first part. So what you're doing is you're holding the deck in kind of like holding a sandwich, but you're going to be doing is pushing this card slightly towards your right like this, the center grip like here, and from here you're going to be doing the same thing towards your right, and keep your pinky at the bottom right over here and your other pinky over here. So basically you're going to be holding the deck with your pinkies, and that these two cards top is going to be holding with your fingers. So the deck is basically balanced like this between your pinkies, and the cards are you're holding the two cards from each hand like this, and from this side you're going to be holding the two cards like this. So this is the same position that I just taught you earlier with only using the two cards, but this is time I'm holding it with the entire deck. Now you're going to be doing the same thing that I just taught earlier, and you're going to do both the moves simultaneously. I'll do it in slow motion for you, and just watch. So basically this is what's going on. There's nothing really new going on here. The first mechanic that I just taught, basically just pushing it forward. It's not really that complicated. You can try it yourself. I'll do it again from this angle if you want. And the display. Okay, so this is the first part, and now in the second part, the part where the cards extend from here and here, you're going to be holding the deck in kind of like a straddle grip, but this is a variation type of straddle grip, because you're not holding the deck like this, but instead the short side, instead of gripping it between the long side between your index and pinky, you're holding it like this. The thumb here, the middle, and index here. So you're holding the deck like this, but it's in the straddle grip, so it's not really on the palm. Okay, so now you're going to break the deck into a Z grip. You can slightly split these two, the middle and the ring, and place your middle here, thumb here, and there you have it, the Z grip here. Okay, what you're actually going to be doing is you're going to be holding the deck as as in a slope like this, at to like not completely straight but close to straight, right over here. So if this was the horizontal, so, and this was vertical, so I'll be in here like a slight angle. Okay, so what you're doing here is let go from your left thumb and place your right thumb right here, as deep you can reach here. Like you can't really have a long thumb, so you can manage as far as you can here. And this packet over here, you're going to slide it, you're going to break it from here, like pick it up in a middle type grip, slide it down and contact this your middle right about here. So basically what you're doing is sliding this card forward with your middle. See? And at the same time, you're going to be pushing this card, this 9 of clubs card, upwards like this. So keeping this deck vertical like this. From here, this angle looks like this. And you're going to align this 8 of cards packet with the 5 of spades packet like this, and extend. Continue extending your thumb, the thumb, your left thumb, till it's right over here, and there you have this extended kind of position. So this is the second mechanics, holding the deck in a now you are in that sandwich grip that I just mentioned earlier. So again, I'll do it again, and then I'll complete the flourish. Follow along. And another tip is pushing your middle towards this end, so these three packets close. So these two packets are going to close when you push towards this end with your middle. What I mean is, from this angle I'll show you, when you're sliding these cards, and obviously you're going to have to grab these two cards from the ends, like get these two cards to get stuck from here and here. So you're going to push with your right middle like this. See, this deck closes and you have these two cards extended and they're safely fixed, and you can hold the deck in the sandwich grip and these cards won't fall off. Okay, now completing the flourish, you're in the sandwich grip. It doesn't really matter, this deck doesn't have to be perfectly aligned, but this looks decent enough to basically get your pinky under here and your other pinky under here, what I just told you earlier, to balance this deck in between your two pinkies, and slide these two cards, two cards from this side, two cards from this side, and to slide the cards, don't apply too much pressure, that way you only slide a single card. And this is the get ready position to do the move. So from here it looks like this, and from the back it looks like this. And now for the display, hope I don't hit the tripod. You have to really turn your hands the other way around, and this is the display. And for the closer, I simply just pull both my thumbs back like this, both cards align, push them inside each other, and you can just push it close and turn it around.